You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. That's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So
All right, good day everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new, I am Mommy Lala, and welcome to my second time live streaming for you guys over there on the western side of the globe. Yes, before you went to bed last night, I was with you, and now you're waking up to me again, right? So for those who are on this side of the globe, I'm in Southeast Asia. I'm from the Philippines. I went live earlier this morning and now going live back again. So if you missed that episode earlier, I actually did a special live stream for Kendra's Card Challenge 21, specifically showcasing the SVG bundles and what do you call this, PDF files that are now currently on sale, 50% off only until February 14th, 11:59 p.m. Yes, only up to Valentine's Day. All right, so early in the chat, of course, our dear friend, okay, is Caroline. Yes, my crafty adventures is Caroline, and yes, check out her channel. As you can see, a lot of crafting and a lot of fun adventures in crafting on her channel. Thank you so much for dropping by very early, my friend. Nice way to start the morning. Are you still in bed, my friend? And of course, my moderator daughter, okay, right now is able to join us. Okay, this is Super Floop. Okay, that's Sammy Pie. And hi, Anna. Good afternoon. I think it's afternoon still in the UAE. Yes, this is Anna on YouTube, but she is my Cat and Crafts on Instagram. Yeah, she is an amazing crafter, very talented artist as well. And she's also a part of a lot of awesome design teams. So if you want to check out some of her work, yes, please do check her out, My Cat and Crafts on Instagram. And of course, on Facebook. Mary, finally, I think I figured out how to get into my Discord. And I think I actually added you. Hopefully it works. You know, I've not gone into my Discord for such a long time, so I'm still trying to navigate through it. And Mary saying hi to everyone. Yes, and of course, we want to thank Mary for creating some things or some sentiments that we can actually use for our Cards for Cubs event. Okay, so yes, we would like to invite you over for a 12-hour card making live stream marathon happening on March 2nd from 9 a.m. Pacific to 9 p.m. Pacific. And yours truly is going to be part of this hop, and I will be joining some of our dear friends who are hosting, and I am actually hosting as well the 5 p.m. Pacific time slot, right? And Mary, of course, is one of those who are going to be part of this awesome hop, and she has given some sentiments for those who would like to join. Okay, so this is for the Cards for Cubs initiative. So all the cards that we are going to be making, we will be sending over to them. Okay, the target for this year is 100,000 cards. Yes, 100,000 cards. So if you do want also to share your awesome talent, create at least a set. Per set it has to be 10 cards, and then it has to include envelopes. So I will put in links to the Cards for Cubs so that you know what to do. But yes, absolutely, on March 2nd, join us, right, as we create this. And let's see how many cards can, we actually create in that 12-hour marathon, right? So, yes, Caroline is also saying hi to Mary. Okay, there you go. Oh, you're still in bed having coffee. How's the weather? How's the weather, my friends? Yesterday, it was a bit, at night, it was still not that very cold for most of you. So I hope that it's still the same, right? So can I mention a giveaway? It's open internationally. Absolutely. You are a moderator. You are a moderator, actually, Caroline. So you can even put in the links. All right. Sounds fun. Yes, Caroline, actually, you can join us. You can even, send in some cards but as long as the theme is birthday and encouragement. So those two themes, it has to be those two themes. Yes, it is going to be so much fun. Go ahead, Caroline, put it in the chat, and hopefully Sam can copy it later. And oh, it's still freezing. Oh no. And normally, right, it's in the morning, even here in the tropics, our early morning and nighttime is a little bit cooler as compared to the daytime or noon, right? So hopefully it gets better for you guys, especially for Caroline. Okay, I know that she is in the East Coast. All right. So for tonight, yes, you saw the title. It's what am I gonna get? What did I get? Right? So this arrived, I think, on the same day last week. It's just I've been so busy last week preparing for an event, an in real life event where I did a demo for ProPack in the World Trade Center. I was invited over by one of my dear sponsors for my show, Prestige Paper Products. It was such a great fun being able to teach, the participants of that event to create cards, and we actually did 100 cards that day, and they took it all home because it's a make and take what do you call this, demo as well. And so I wasn't able to, I thought I actually did like a short video for this, but I was never able to edit it just yet. So I said, okay, let's just do it live. All right. So very few people actually send some stuff to me, simply because it's expensive to send stuff to me, right? So I really appreciate that, Caroline, I think last year or that a year and a half ago, actually sent over some super duper nice stuff for me. It's quite expensive, right? So I really appreciate it when I do receive, some stuff over from our friends over there on the other side of the globe, and even here in the Philippines. All right, so I actually unboxed this one already. So if you guys want, okay, I do have a US address. Okay, and then you can send it over there, and I'll be the one to bring it here in the Philippines so that you don't get charged an immense amount of, shipping fee. All right, so the first one, okay, I think I have received the most number of cards from Kendra, of course, and second would be from Cordelia. right? So she never forgets, right? So sometimes she's able to jump in into the stream, and then she will like what she sees, and then she would send me over a card. And this one is actually for Christmas, but it just arrived a week ago, right? So I will not read though what's inside, but this is her card. Merry Christmas. So again, Cordelia, even if you're not here, I would like to thank you so much, my dear friend, for always remembering to send me a card. Right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that mine, gets to you. Okay, I just don't know when. Okay. So another dear friend of ours, yes, Cordelia is so sweet. And so are you, Caroline. All right, so okay, so this is it. Let's just give way to this very important announcement, my friend. So Caroline is doing a birthday giveaway, and it's open internationally. Woot woot! All right, friends here in the Philippines, crafty friends, take note. It's open to us. All you have to make is one ATC card. An ATC is an artist trading card. All right. And she will give out 4 winners. Of course, it was random, right? So each will receive a $50 gift card. All right. That is so very generous of you, Caroline. Right? In this time where, times are hard for you to be giving out $50 for each of that will go a long, long way. So that is super exciting. So how do we join, Caroline? All right. So the link is here. Okay, hop onto that link or copy the link. Okay, and then please don't forget to check that out. Okay, it's okay. Go ahead and go there and then just come back. Right? Okay, yes, I'm gonna go there as well later, Caroline. Thank you. And Cordelia is so sweet. Indeed, she is. Hi, Vicky. Good morning. Yes, Vicky was actually with me also last night for you guys. So she is waking up again with me. So I truly appreciate it. And then again, Vicky is VJ Designs on YouTube. So if you have not checked her out, as well as Mary is Mary's Crafty Creations. And if you are a crafty person and you also have a Discord, Mary together with Debbie J, okay, Debbie J's Crafting Corner are both on Discord as well. And I think also Elizabeth Costa Rogers, right? I am there as well, but I'm having a difficulty trying to get in as admin because I forgot. I am there as a guest just like you, right? So I'll try to figure out how to navigate through this. Yeah, so Vicky saying hi to Anna. All right, so Anna, if you can probably go get onto your Instagram, that would be great. And of course, we have on Instagram Renee. Hi, Renee. And we have Yanni. Okay, and we have Cassia Sev. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I can't. And then Stamp with... okay, hold on. Lisa. Stamp with Lisa K on Instagram. Thank you for dropping by on Instagram. Yes. And of course, everybody saying hi to everybody. Okay, please don't miss this awesome opportunity to get $50 of okay, what is it? $50 gift card. Okay. Is it for Amazon? Caroline? Okay. So you could buy anything you probably want, whether it's for crafting or for other things. Yes, this is part of Caroline's birthday special. All right, fun, Caroline. Indeed. Yes, thanks for the opportunity to win such a wonderful prize. Exactly, right? So thanks for sharing this awesome, opportunity for us, Caroline. Yes, so this is Anna, my cats and crafts. Okay, so Anna, okay, now is using her. This is her. Finally, Anna is on YouTube as Anna, my cats and crafts. So guys, if you have not checked her out, please do so. She's very much very active on Instagram, but I'm so happy that finally now she is also on Instagram. Yes, ECR is on Discord. Yes, also. Amazon or craft store of your choice. So probably if somebody wins, right? So you can just message her. I'm sure Caroline would discuss all the details of this awesome, okay, birthday promo on her channel. All right, great question. Okay, when is your actual birthday, Caroline, and when is this raffle happening? All right, so there you go. Again, Caroline, thanks for jumping in the chat and sharing this awesome opportunity. All right, so the next one, okay, I already removed it from the packaging. Sad that somehow the packaging for this gift that I received somehow got messed up. So that's why, but it's a good thing that still the contents weren't damaged. It's just the packaging. So, but then again, at least it reached me. The sender, okay, of this awesome gift is actually Blossom. Okay, so if you are not yet following our dear Blossom, you know her in the chat because she's very active and she's actually really funny in the chat, right? So she is Blossom. Okay, no, craft loving Blossom Freak on YouTube. All right, so I actually put the handle on the description of this video for you to check her out. So just like a lot of us, she does love card making and she loves not too shabby super, right? So I think she has anything and everything that Not Too Shabby has released, right? And then she, like just most of us, we does love paper crafting, but she also loves to dabble in different kinds of other paper crafts and not even paper crafting, right? So she also does building stuff and things like that, right? So this is what she sent. I remember, I think it was sometime in December. She sent a message to me and said, Lala, what color do you want? Or choose among these papers. Which one do you like? And I said, I like that one. Because, I'm a frustrated alcohol ink, artist. Okay. There is one here in the Philippines. Her name is KM. She is KM Heartmade here in the Philippines. She is such a super duper talented alcohol artist. She can make like paintings like canvases like as big as me, right? That using this medium. So when I saw this paper, it's like, okay, that is what I wanted. And only to find out that she actually asked me about that because she is going to create that or use that as the cover, okay, for the planner that she is going to send over. So this is a handmade planner made. Okay, I know she created about 50. Okay, so I'm so blessed to actually be one of the recipients of the 50 planners that she created last December. So if you want to check out how she created all of this, she has this on her YouTube channel as well. Hold on. Okay, I just need to get a drink. Hold on. Yes, just need to have a drink. Yes, this is Panda Express, but not sponsored, okay? That's just a cup that we got last year. Excuse me. All right. Blossom is sweet and fun. Oh, Sammy's birthday too. Oh, is it? Yes, Vicky. March 16. Oh my goodness, Caroline, you have the same birthday as my daughter. Sammy, yes. Okay. So and if you have a channel, right? Are you a creator? So whether on Caroline, whether on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, TikTok, Okay, promote the giveaway on YouTube or IG, you get 2 extra entries. All right, let's go and do that, my friends. Okay. Yes, thank you, Mary. Thank you, thank you. And okay, Caroline is on Twitch as well. All right, Blossom is sweet and fun. Indeed, indeed. Alcohol inks are so fun, but haven't used them for so long. You would not believe it. But Vicky, I have some like the original release of the alcohol inks by Ranger. So that would be by now close to almost more than a decade, maybe a decade and a half. I still have them. And I think during the pandemic, I did try to put them out and they still work, in fairness. All right. But I'm not really good at it, right? But it's super fun. So that's the cover. And then what kind of planner was she going to make? That is something that I didn't know. She just said it's a planner. But when I opened it up to my, awesome surprise, it actually is a bill pay checklist. So it's like a budget planner. So you have expense planner, of course, courtesy of Blossom. Okay, that is one of her handles. This is actually a 2-year planner. Okay, so it's a monthly planner dashboard. So there you go. You have expense. And that's something that, there are a lot of budget planners out there, but some of the what do you call this of the things they add I really don't need, but what I really want is something like this one, because I want to track down daily expense tracker like this one. So I like it. So you have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right, and then it goes back it starts again this time for 2027. Right? So it is actually till December 2027. So it's good for 2 years. So going back to the first page, so this one, it says bill pay checklist, right? So you can put all the bills. I think I have more than 20, right? But anyway, so probably top 20. Okay. And then you just simply tick, is it auto pay? Okay. And then January, were you able to do it? Okay. So you'll just tick onto those boxes, and then you have a notes part over there, and then there's a blank page at the back. All right, so then you can also use this as your what do you call this calendar, and at the same time put in some maybe what expenses you had for that day. And the way she did this, as I was going through it, I saw that basically what she did is she printed it on a paper and then folded it into half. And so I said, ooh, so if each one is somehow okay, so there's an opening like that, so your guess is as good as mine, right? So I realized, I can make this into an envelope and I can put in my expenses. Okay, the receipts or my, expenses for the day. Okay, and then actually for the month. So I'll just put it there. But the thing is, that would mean that if I'm going to put all the receipts, okay, for the month in each of the pockets, that if I close in one of the ends of this one, then this can be a pocket, then it would be a little bit chunky. Right? So, but then this one is a little bit, just exact. So I messaged Blossom and I asked, Blossom, would it be okay if I change the wire so that it can be, I can put in more stuff and it could be chunkier? And then she said, absolutely. It's yours already, Lala. You can do whatever you want with it. Yay, right? So, of course, as crafters, we get, looking at it, we already know that, we can make it, we can decorate it even further, right? So there you go. I need that to give to my 20-year-old son. All right, Matthew. Oh, there she is, right? So our awesome sender and friend who gave me this awesome planner, right? So that's Craft Loving Blooms Freak on YouTube. Yeah, she just started this last quarter of 2025. So if you have not checked her out, I hope that you would do so. And how she created this amongst 49 others is on her channel as well. Hi, Blossom from Mary. That's what I do with mine. I close one and use it as a pocket. Yes. So I think Blossom didn't do that just yet because she is giving us the opportunity to do whatever we want and personalize it even further. Yes, that's a great planner, right? Exactly. All right. So, and that's a planner that, somehow unknowns to a lot of people, that's what crafters really need. All right. So I will tweak my awesome planner. Okay. Put in, close one end to make it pocket. And of course, as well as we will change this to a chunky one. You see how big this one is? Okay, because I plan to put in all the receipts, okay, for that month or every day of that month into that pocket so that I can, like, at the end of the year, before I shred them to bits, it's like, wow, this is what I spent. Or I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to keep tabs of our expenses. I think it's a good one, right? So it will help us, budgeting. Like, oh my goodness, I think we do too much Panda Express, right? So okay, you can see that in your like daily expense and then at the month. All right. And Mary said it was fun watching you do that, Blossom, right? So it was, Blossom did this from scratch. Friends, like, so cutting all the papers, preparing the covers, pasting it, and then punching holes, putting all these coils, which is not easy to do, my friends, right? So, and of course, preparing it for mailing. But this is not the end, my friends, because on top of this, Blossom also sent this one. Blossom, it took me a while to figure out how to open this. All right, let's see if our friends in the chat can figure out. Okay, so this is it. So I knew that, okay, so this is a hand-sewn notebook. It's handmade. All right, and of course at the back of this awesome handmade notebook is, if only my camera would focus, sending you smiles across the miles, courtesy of BFGM. All right. Yes. So, yes, I have Blossom's cup of coffee out this time. For me, it's tea over here. So it's like, okay, so is there something I can pull? Oh, look at this. Look at the cover. All right. So, and Blossom knows I love texture and I love depth and dimension. So this really, tugged at my heart. It's like, you can just imagine how much time, effort, tender loving care, came with this gift. So on top of, it being very expensive to send over. So thank you so much, Blossom. So yes, what Blossom did as well was to send it over to my US address. Okay, courtesy of my dear friend. Okay, of course, the owner papel at Iba Pa Jo. Okay, so there. So how do you think this should open up? I tried, maybe there's something I can pull. There's none. There's a pull. So I said, where? How? Okay. Did you already figure out how you can? I was so afraid to tug at things because I might break it or might destroy it, right? So where do you think? Yes, that's one of my favorite dies. Oh, you have this die, Caroline. Cool. All right. So my friends, where do you think or how do you think should I open this notebook? It took me quite a while. Hi, Cordelia. Yes, my dear friend, we actually showcased your beautiful Christmas card finally, after more than 2.5, maybe 3 months, it arrived, right? So thank you so much, my friend. Love you, right? She does not only support by just watching, she sends over. As I mentioned, if you go here in the Philippines and then you visit my center and my craft club, your cards will be one of the most number of cards sent over from the US for me. All right, so thank you so much again, Cordelia. So guys, my friends, how do you think should I open this awesome notebook? I couldn't figure. Oh, now you would see it, but in my case, I didn't even look like that. I was like, I was trying to tug this one. I was trying to pull things out like that. I almost destroyed, the lace or the trimmings on her skirt, her shorts. All right, so how do you think it opens? Right? Thank you, thank you. All right, so guys, okay, I will wait for your guess. So as you try to guess how this this notebook opened up, it's like, whoa, genius. I didn't think of that. It took me quite a while. All right, so now this one is locked like that. Okay, but I just simply made it straight like that. So I will remove the original coil or wire that what do you call this, spring wire, that came with the planner. Okay, only because I plan to put in all the receipts every month. And so I'm happy that I do have, the chunky ones. Okay. So I'm going to be using that. So my friends, okay, what do you think? Okay, how am I supposed to open this beautiful notebook? Again, another handmade creation by Blossom. I don't know. I'm not sure I don't think I was able to watch how she created this, but this one I did. Able to see, but this one I don't know. Okay, and yes, superfluous. Okay, this is my moderator daughter, Sammy. Hope you're all doing well. Sammy, do you know that you have the same birthday as, Auntie Caroline? Right? So she's also March 16. And Vicky saying hi to you, sweetie. All right, there you go. All right, friends. Do you already have a guess? Okay, put it in the chat. Good evening, Sammy from Cordelia. Yes, so I'm happy that Sammy is here with us tonight to help me moderate. All right, so for those who were with me also last night, thank you so much that you are back here again with me. All right. So imagine removing it is, it's gonna take a little bit. Okay, so it's just a matter of twisting. All right, so okay, there you go. So really, imagine doing this for, and she did it like like this, right? So there is no tool that will put this in super fast. Okay, so and Blossom, I know, after doing all the 50, what do you call this, planners, I know she really had, she really needed to rest. Yes, just a tad, my friend. And we have our dear friend Kendra in the chat. Hi, Kendra. Kendra, I sent you a message earlier on. Okay, I hope that please check that. Maybe that's the answer to our question. All right, so there you go. Hi, Kendra. Yes, good morning to Kendra. Kendra is up early, right? So again, since Kendra is here, we are reminded that there is an ongoing sale still, right, on the Cards by Kendra Patreon shop. Okay, 50% off on the newest SVG release for the mats and layers, and the bundle that also includes the 6x6 SVGs for the pattern paper. Okay, is on sale 50% off till February 14, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. All right, so now we have removed the coil, so now we can personalize this further. So I plan to put like a washi tape on one end, Okay, so if it goes this way, it goes if it's like that. So this is the part, okay, the bottom part where I want to close. Okay, again, my friends. Okay, any guesses on how to open this? Oh, there is a tool, but I don't have it. So yes, exactly, right? So you had it hand coiled. Okay, I got the mats and layers. Oh my goodness, thank you, Vicky. And I know that Vicky has been loving it as well. All right, so no idea, guys. This is how you open it. So there is a Velcro. Oh my goodness. And okay, if I want to create additional signatures, I think you call the signatures for junk journaling, right, Vicky? I could actually create my own as well because Blossom has also included some, floss and what do you call this? Needles to for me to be able to probably create my own. And at the same time, this is a handy thing for us to have, especially when we're traveling, right? Or even if you're not, sometimes a button disappears on your dress, or, it's always, this is a very handy thing to have in our purse. So imagine, that's so cute. I thought this was on top already. I never thought that this was going to be, a flap to cover up, the notebook. It's super duper nice. Okay, and Mary got the whole bundle. So the bundle is originally $25, I think, and now it's just $14, right? I'm not sure about the price though. Don't quote me on that. Just check the actual. Okay, I think that's how I remember it, or is it 17? I think it's 17. Because it's 25. Yes, 17 something. Yes, not 15. Okay. And hi, Hazel. What is the name of that little book she is holding? So this is a handmade. Hi, Hazel. Okay, Hazel, this is a handmade notebook that our dear friend, okay, craft loving blooms freak, okay, is her channel name, that she sent over, right? So it's a notebook where you can write things on. And this was an add-on to what she sent over, which is this beautiful journal that is actually an expense tracker journal for 2 years for the full 2025 to 2027, right? And I'm going to be tweaking it. Okay, so that's how you open it. There's a Velcro. Genius. All right, so I love it. So this is where, it can be a great companion to this one, as this can be my one thing that I track is my cash flow, right? So on top of this one is where all the receipts will come in and everything else that will be, tracked. But this is just for cash flow. Everyday cash flow. So I'll probably need, one for each month, right? So again, thank you so much, dear Blossom, for this beautiful gift and for the inspiration as well. Yes. Okay, so our dear friends are the inspiration for tonight. Hazel, what that was made by Craft Loving Blooms Freak. Thank you, Cordelia. I call them my corset repair journals. There you go. Hi, Hazel. Hazel, please meet our dear crafty friends in the chat. Yes. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Happy moments on Instagram. Hello, HD and Chris on Instagram as well. Hello, hello. Feel free to put a comment and we can put it up here on the screen. Okay, you'd be happy to make a live doing more and revealing my new die cutter. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. So that we will not always get notified, hopefully. All right, please make sure that you are subscribed to Dear Blossom on Craft Loving Blooms Freak and check that notification bell as well. And of course, almost everyone in the chat that you see right now has a YouTube channel. So please do check them out if you are not yet connected to them. And if you like what you see, yes, please do subscribe, and follow them. And of course, there's an ongoing, promo right now on our dear friend Carolyn, My Crafty Adventures. Okay. Thank you, Vicky and Mary. I hope the SVGs make things easier for you. Absolutely, Kenja. So let's pray, my friends, that Kenja will continue to make the mats and layers because it really was very hard to come up with that. It's a good thing that Kenja has a very analytical and mathematical genius of a mind. So she's able to do all the things. Because if it's just me, no way. Terry saying good morning to Vicky and Mary. You're very welcome, Hazel. And again, thank you so much for dropping by. Is there music playing in the background? Yes, I just see it's kind of loud, so I just put it at around around 3 or 4. Okay, sometimes even 2. Yes, so there, because sometimes it's too loud, right? So I maintain it at between 2 to 3 or 4. Okay. They will, Kendra. Just have to remember to post my pics. High five, Mary. Yes, Hazel, this is Caroline. Caroline is My Crafty Adventures. Yes, Kendra, I had bought the SVG for the 6x6 papers, but had wished I'd gotten the mats and layers. Now I have it for the next set. Awesome. All right. So with that, let us start. Okay, so for those who weren't able to join me earlier, okay, I just want to show you what I finished. Okay, so I'm going to be creating some Lunar New Year cards, as the Lunar New Year is going to be this weekend as well. So after Valentine's Day, so it's a week-long celebration for us here. So this is what I created using the SVGs for the 6x6 and the mats and layers to create all of this. This is just the base. So no decorations, no sentiments just yet, because I actually started quite late. And so I decided to, do another episode where I'm going to be, this week, probably tomorrow or Friday, and finish up decorating this one. But this is card number 1. Okay, I don't think that's 1. This is 1. Okay, I'm not sure if this is still the same arrangement. This is 2. This is 3. I just added an additional mat of silver onto that. Okay, this is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. This is 11. No, this is 10. I kind of mixed up everything, right? Anyways, so this is 14 and 13, 14. Okay, and finally 15. All right, so these are just the base, right? So if you follow the instructions that came with this challenge, so if there are somebody here who has not yet, maybe Hazel or some of our dear friends on Instagram has not yet joined us for Canvas Card Challenge, please do check out my live stream on this one of my live stream previous to this one, and I will finish this maybe tomorrow or Friday. All right, because Saturday I'll be live crafting with Jay with our faith journals. Okay, and I see that we do have, okay, how big is your kitty? Right, Hazel? Yes, because Cordelia also is a fur mom. Okay, it is my main coon cat's name. Oh, so Hazel is your kitty's name. All right. So what is your name, my friend? Hazel Kitty, so that we can, dress you with your name. Only if you're comfortable sharing your name. Hi, Roy. This is Roy of Tech Troublemaker. I wasn't able to go be in his live earlier today, but yes, if you do have questions about tech and about being a content creator here on YouTube, yes, you can find a ton of help and information on my friend Roy's channel, Tech Troublemaker. Thanks. As you can see, he's one of my moderators as well. Yes, Caroline has to go. Have a great day as well, Caroline. You did all of that on your last live stream? Yes, Kendra, because I have the SVGs. All right. Have a great day, Carolines. Thank you so much, my friends. Hi, Roy. Yes. Oh, Michelle. All right. So, hello. Okay, Hazel Kitty is actually Michelle. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. Hi. All right. So, everybody's saying hi to Michelle. Of course, Vicky as well. All right. So let me see. When I do this, okay, hold on. All right. So it is showing up. I thought it wasn't showing up correctly on. Okay, my friends, can you do me a favor and can you check me on Instagram or YouTube Shorts if Roy, are you still there? Can you check if I am actually showing up on what do you call this, on YouTube Shorts, my friend? All right. So now I do want to put in, you know, cover this one at the end with um washi tapes. So the thing though is I forgot to get my washi tapes. Oh, no, no, no. I actually have some here. All right. So here, this is some washi tapes that I brought for the what do you call this? The Pro Pack event the other day. So I might as well, okay, I'm gonna use whatever I have here. All right, so let's start. Okay, and then the last part will be we will put a new ring onto this beautiful, absolutely genius of a thought of, okay, for a planner, right? So this one, okay. All right, so I'm going to cover it with washi. Okay, so I think normally the thing with this washes is, you know, they may not stick like permanently. So what I will do is add a little bit of glue. Okay. Oh, it's becoming blurry. Come on. Okay, there you go. Okay, and put a little bit of, okay, liquid glue onto that so that okay, it will stay. All right, so if this is already binded, so it does have an opening over there like so. And probably I will put like a what do you call this, a notch. Do we call it a notch? Yes, right? So we'll get like a something like this and we will put a notch there so that if I put something inside, it's easier to actually pull it out, right? So that is what we're gonna do after. Okay, so this is for the first one. Okay, and this is the washi that we added for that one. Since these washis are actually Valentine's themed, so it's okay. Remember, we do have a lot of washi in my stash. So it's great that we are going to be able to use, okay, some of them, okay, to create or to close in, okay, this one side of the planner that Blossom created so that I can put in the receipts for those who have anyway, because if it's digital, right, so there probably is no receipt. Okay, so I can put them in here as well, or probably notes for myself. Okay, that it can go there as well, right? So it's there. So we're on the third one, and this is for March. Okay. So what is everybody sharing in the chat? Okay. Okay, Michelle saying hi to Vicky as well. Thank you, Roy. Right, so I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out this new update or feature on Ecamm, okay, that Kenja and I and Roy use, okay, where we can go live. Because I know one of the things that a lot of you have, gotten frustrated about me when I go live is I go live on the vertical. Right, for the past year it was supposed to be just a test, so I was supposed to do it for a month, but then I liked what it did in terms of, you know um gaining more traction in terms of more views. So I continued on going live on the vertical just to test it out, and hopefully, when we have the time, Roy and I could go over those stats that I have already on my channel, and Roy can figure out, okay, what those numbers actually mean in terms of, is it a good thing? Is it not a good thing for us to go live on a vertical? And so again, going back, Ecamm released this feature where we can go live. We just need to prepare all the scenes and stuff. Okay. Simultaneously, a dual, both on a horizontal and vertical, right? So if you are on your phone, then you would see me, okay, as like a shorts on vertical, and if you are watching on your iPad or on your big huge TV at home, right, so you will see me vertical. If you're watching on Instagram, then it will also show up as a vertical, okay, live stream. So thank you so much for helping me check if everything is okay. Okay. Yes, thank you, Blossom. Yes, please do. All right. So if you are, again, okay, hit that like button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. There you go. See if you're on what? Oh, if I am on other platforms like Instagram, and if I am on YouTube Shorts, that's something that I do want to check. If you are on a phone, that's how you'll know. If you are on a phone, can you see me on vertical? Okay, and I do know that I on a regular, like, what do you call this, TV or laptop or your desktop, that I am on horizontal, okay, the 16 by 9. But if I'm on a phone, that's the one, whether on Instagram or YouTube, if I actually show up on YouTube Shorts. Okay, so that's something that I haven't quite checked just yet. All right, so there you go. Maybe this is a better view, a bigger view of what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so there you go. I've finished till August. Okay, so moving on to the next month. Oh, this is so cute. Teddy bears. All right, so these are washi tapes. So they are really not like heavy duty in terms of, they're normally just tacky. So I do need to double up, okay, with liquid adhesive, so that when it dries up, it definitely will stay put, and, not give in, and, it will open up that pocket, so all my receipts will fall out of the pocket. So hopefully that stays. All right, so we're now in August, September, now November, December, and then we're almost done with 2026. Okay, so again, thank you so much, Blossom. This is such a useful planner. Okay, so you do not see me vertical on YouTube and you're horizontal on IG. Okay, so why is that, Roy? I set it up as dual. Okay, so what am I doing wrong, my friend? Okay, so hopefully I'll message you later. I know you're at work, Roy. Thanks so much for dropping by. So I know that the setting, I did put the size as dual. Okay, so I remember one time we did the test and I was able to get it, but now I don't know why it's all now horizontal. Okay, so thank you, Roy, if ever in advance. Okay, for the feedback. So, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not going? October, hold on. October, November, December. All right, so 2026 is done. Look at that pretty, okay, bottom. All right, so now we're doing the 2027 part of this planner. All right, so moving on to the next one. Okay, so all these washes are somehow Valentine themed one. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Michelle, for dropping by. All right, Roy, why is it like that? It should go dual, right? So what am I doing wrong? I know the first few times I did this, you actually saw that I was actually going live on both vertical and horizontal. But now I don't know why. Because I have set it up as a what do you call this, dual screen. Hi Vicky from Roy. I like that way to keep the washi together, right? So it's just a ribbon. So because the thing is, there is this crafter on the planner community. Her name is hold on, Reset Girl. She has this very big, like a ring, a metal ring where she puts. So this is how I arrange my washi based on theme. And so then I put it in like a basket and I just grab per theme. Like so, I forgot. Oh my gosh, my glue dried up. Right? So it's easy. Let's say I have all the Christmas together. That's one way. I also have one where I put them in what do you call that, in acrylics, stackable acrylics. So if you have seen that, I did several shorts video on that one. All right, so let's do this one. Okay, thank you, Mary. I like the horizontal much better. I can never see anything on vertical. Exactly, right? But then again, just sometimes when you're on the road, right? So you have no choice but to just watch on your phone. And so that way it is vertical. And another is that um the different platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Okay, this is what happens when you have a washi tape that is so old, right? So it kind of it sticks to each other and it becomes brittle. See, I cannot pull out. Okay, I cannot. It's like it adhered too much to each other that I cannot pull out. Okay, I think this is okay. I have to. And it's what do you call this? What do you call that? It's a shame. There you go. It's a shame that I cannot no longer use it because it's so beautiful. Let me try. Let me try if I can. Okay, try to figure out how. Okay, see, it breaks into different tinier strips. It cannot pull out. Okay, a single pull. Okay, this really doesn't want. So you gotta skip that. Okay, let's check this one. Okay. All right, so this one's still good. All right. Whew. Okay. So that's why if you do have washi tapes, my friends, newsflash. Our washi tapes, okay, the adhesive can go bad. And when that happens, and there was a time that I actually placed this washi tapes on my veranda because I didn't have any more space inside my house. So, and then in the afternoon, it's where, the sun will hit it. And I think that's when it got bad in terms of, the adhesive sticking so much to each other. And at the same time, a little bit, the colors have, kind of, what do you call that? Faded a bit. Okay. So there you go. And Blossom said she agrees. I know, right? The community really is like, finally, you're done with those shorts. Not just yet, my friend. Still tweaking. All right. We'll get this. But don't worry because I really will share whatever data it is that I can find on why the platforms really want us to push through with, using or going on the vertical. Okay. So there's a case use for it for. Oh no. Uh, All right. So, okay, let's try this again. I thought this was okay, but then it broke, so I gotta go back again. So slow, oh, goodness. Okay, so I gotta do this slowly. So this is what happens. This washi tape is more than what? How many decades old is this washi tape? So let's give our washi tape some grace as it has been in my stash for decades and it has been unused. Okay. So if they can only talk, they would say, finally, you decided to use me. Right. So, like Toy Story, right? So the toys are very happy when, the kids play with them. All right. So here you go. It's a stream duration limit exceeded on Instagram. Or continue without. Okay. Continue. All right. There you go. All right. So we move on to the next one. And that is this washi. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where the end of this one is. I think it was. I don't know. It's like, when I found out about washis several decades ago, it was like I was blown away of how, pretty they are. So especially when it becomes on sale, it's just like, okay, let's get them. For what? I don't know. It just looks pretty and it's on sale. And I think that's how I ended up with more than 800 plus washi tapes. That's why this is my third year of doing my planners. Okay, just simply, I meaning in terms of decorating, just washi tapes and stickers. So those two things I have, I think, hoarded so much, okay, over the years that I really need to try and use them. All right, so there you go. Okay, we're now the last three, okay, pages. Okay, so now we're on to this one. And this one is perfect for the Lunar New Year. Yes, and Mary also because she watches on our big TV. I'm showing up on Instagram, but how, Anna? And Roy said I am showing up as horizontal and not vertical. Okay, thank you, Anna. Okay, are you preparing for dinner, Anna, or is dinner done already? Okay, Anna is a Filipina crafter based in the UAE, right? And she is also part of many design teams over there in the US and some in Europe. So if you want to check out some of her work, yes, please do check her out, especially on Instagram as My Cat and Crafts, and on YouTube, Anna hashtag dash my cat and crafts. Yes, she is also a fur mom. Oh, Kendra. Okay, Kendra is starting to have gas. You know what gas means? Kendra, it means it's short for gear acquisition syndrome. No, just kidding. But Kendra really needed it. Okay. Yay! Wow, that was super fast, Kendra. Okay, have you tried it? Have you tried it, my friend? All right. So, yes, we are just testing out some stuff. So, yes, my friends, watch out. Pretty soon, Kendra will be streaming, right? Streaming constant. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. Right? Okay, consistently on her own channel. And yes, if you want to craft alongside Kenja, that is going to be possible as well. So she is just preparing everything for you guys. And so make sure that you are following Kenja on all the socials. So she will be going live on all of those platforms pretty soon. Okay. Of course, she has gone live as guest on other, channels. And of course, as this year, okay, in January and just over the weekend, okay, for the February live stream for Kenja's Card Challenge 21. Right. So there you go. So what is I'm back to my first one. Okay, so that's the last one. Let me see if what can I use? Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, it's thin though, but we'll see. Hopefully it can. If it can't be used, oh no, it's too thin. All right, so let's not use that one. Okay, so let's go for, you know what? I like this one. I like this. Okay, so let's use this. It's like a Hawaiian theme, kind of summer theme. So let's try that. Okay, but I think this one has absolutely lost its stickiness. It's no longer sticky. So I really need to put, a lot of adhesive onto this one. So hopefully this is for the November, December 2027 pocket. All right. So what you're seeing is a planner created for me intentionally by Blossom. Okay, in the chat, Craft Loving Blooms Freak. Right in the chat. Yes, baby.
Do you know where your black phone is? I need to charge it.
Oh, my black phone. Okay, here, baby. My son's job, okay, is at night. He makes sure that all the gadgets will be charged so that in the morning, if ever I need to go, everything is charged. So there you go, my friends. So that is now what it looks like, right? So it's so pretty. On top of now being functional, because now it becomes a pocket, right? So now I will just add a little bit of notch, okay, onto that. So let's use this. Okay, I think this is a we are, okay, before there's still we are memory keepers, okay, and I don't think I can so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a pencil, and then we're gonna figure out, okay, this one has no lead anymore. Okay, where are my other pencils? Okay, let's look for another pencil. Where are my pencils when I need them? Okay, there you go. Okay, and of course we need a ruler. Okay, and there you go. All right, and let's figure out, okay, what is the center? Okay, so let's do that. So 2.5. Okay, more or less. So 2.5 will be, okay, will be this one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, line up these papers like so. Okay, and then I will, draw a line so that I will know, because I will put the notch one at a time, but I do want it to be more or less the same place. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna line them up like so. Okay, and hopefully, wait. I'm not doing it properly. I'm gonna mess up the dates. All right. Okay. Again, thank you for joining me, my friends. I am just personalizing further, okay, the planner that Blossom sent over. Okay, it gave me a ton of ideas and I was going through it with Blossom. She said, Lala, that's actually how I use it. Oh my, right? So it's like great minds think alike, right? So great crafty minds think alike. We all know how to, tweak even further the stuff that we have so it can even be more useful for us. All right. So again, if you are new here, you accidentally YouTube or whatever platform you're watching, we got suggested to you. Thank you, thank you. And if you like what you're seeing thus far, yes, please, by all means, okay, please follow me or subscribe to me, okay, on my YouTube. There you go. So now you see that there is a slight line on all, and now that will be my guide. As I don't know if it can do 4. Let's try. Okay. And I will just, okay. Okay. I will not be labored. Okay. All right. So if it's not in the center, it's okay. Okay. As much as I want it to be center for all. Okay. I prefer functionality. Okay. More. All right. So there you go. So it didn't punch completely that middle part. So I will just snip off that slight part over there. All right. So we have got this part, right? So it's easier to put it out like so, right? So then next, so we'll do 2 at a time. Okay, and I will use the very first one that I did, okay, to just, no, that's gonna be hard. Okay, anyway, again, it's okay. They're not gonna line up exactly, and that's fine with me. That's okay. As long as, anyway, each month, all right, they're gonna line up. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, there you go. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so let us do 2 at a time. Okay. Okay. Okay, so maybe I will just, okay, do it like so. All right. Okay. So I always have to snip that middle part because there's like 4 pieces of paper there actually. All right, so there you go. Okay, and I'm just trying to get like the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to put that in the middle like so. And cut. Okay, and then just snip off the part that didn't cut. Because again, I'm cutting 4 pages at a time. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that it's not gonna take us like forever. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do with the coil, I will, put in trims and, ribbons onto that one. That would be a cool way to personalize it even further. We do have a ton of ribbons. I'm sure you also have those at home. But if you don't have, then, just having those coils as is, more than enough. As I said, functionality is more important, okay, for the planners. But of course, we do want them to look still very pretty, and right. And so it's a nice thing that what Blossom did was, okay, gave us the base, and now we have the opportunity to personalize it even further and make it our own, right? But she did the difficult part, and that is to put this, planner together, so that the rest is just decorating it, right? And personalizing it. Okay. So there you go. Okay, I'm down to my last 2 pages, and we're going to start, okay, putting the wires. Oh, okay, hold on. I forgot. I do want to, okay, decorate the back of the dashboard. Okay. Okay. Oh. I hope I'm still in the frame. I forgot to check if I am still there. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me check. All right, so there you go. That is, okay. Oops, there's something here I wasn't able to cut. And it shows up in the camera. I can see it. So let's snip off that excess paper. All right. So there you go. August, September, October, November, December. First, let's go back to the chat. Right? So Blossom said, nice. Hi, everyone. I'm going to go. Oh, you're still preparing dinner. Yes. Thank you so much, Anna, for dropping by. Have a great day. Bye, Anna from Cordelia as well. That's the next thing on my list, to go live on Facebook too. There you go. So Kendra is going to be going live on all the things and all the platforms. So I'm super excited for that. Okay, I forgot it's evening for some. I'm sipping my coffee and still trying to wake up. Yes, and I'm office at work, right? Same here, Kendra. Is the vertical IG feature only on beta? Yes, Kendra, it's only on beta just now. All right, so, and you might get frustrated. So wait for the final official release. But I am actually testing it already, and you've seen how it is. So it's super exciting. All right. So hopefully within a few months or earlier, we can have the full release of this new feature. Okay. So you do not see me on YouTube Shorts. Why, Roy? Why? It's on my list. So Kendra, I'm just too chicken. I did the one live with Lala in December. I showed only my hands. No worry, Vicky. Take your sweet time, right? Because it's hard if it's not something that you feel you're ready just yet. And then don't. If you feel, but if you just need a push, I'm here for you, friends. Just tell me how I can be your accountability partner in terms of, if you do want to go live, okay, I will help you with that. I'm not techie though, so don't ask me about the tech, okay? So, but you can ask our dear friends, okay, about the tech. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm freaking out. Okay, don't freak out, Lala. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. See, I made a mistake. Okay. I made a mistake in cutting. Did I? Hold on. Okay, no, I did not. Oh, yes, I did. You see? All right. So this one is supposed to go that way. This is the first page, but I accidentally did it this way. Okay, so, but there is a way. There is a way, my friends. So what I'm going to do is this one will be the first page, and then it's going to go, oh, but it's... You know what? Okay. No worries. I will cover that up. See? PhD in paper surgery. Nothing to it. We can fix this. All right. So now where's my washi tape? Let's go back. Okay. And we will just snip off this other side as well. All right. So no worries. No worries. It's just paper. It is just paper. All right. So I will do it like so. So that was super fast. Okay. So it should be this way, right? So, okay, no. It should be that way. Okay. And then this one should be the one that's covered. Okay. So you see how I messed up? It's a good thing it's the only. Okay, so now it's the opposite way. Everything will be from this part. So when I put it, it's gonna be like that. Okay. All right, okay. So this part is the what do you call that? The dashboard. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you're talking at the same time, trying to figure out all the things. But as I said, it's only paper. And this is such a great planner that don't worry, it's not gonna stop me from still doing it this way. So this is how it's gonna look like now, my friends. Of course, we need to put in our adhesive like so. All right, and then we're gonna cover this up still as we planned because it is supposed to close. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is okay, but what we're gonna do is to add a double-sided onto this part. Okay, because I wanted to cover that part, right? That hole or that notch that I added onto that part. So I'm gonna add an adhesive over here, a double-sided adhesive. Okay, so that my washi tape will go on top of it. Okay, so I'm doing the tweaking, on the fly, my friends. As I go along, I was like, okay, so maybe this is what we're gonna do to fix this. All right, there you go. And then we are going to close that part by adding adhesive, and then we will cover that one up. Okay, and then we will do this again like so. All right, there. Now you don't see my mistake. Ta-da! Right, and then on this one, now we need to open that one up. Okay, so where is my cutter? Okay, let me see. I'm trying to figure out where my cutters are. Okay, but what we're gonna do, since this is just anyway washi tape, we're gonna open it like that, and then we are just gonna cut it in the middle like so. Okay, because this one I added washi on the wrong side, so there you go. Now it opens up this way like all the others. Or did I do it the wrong way again? Way. Okay, no. Ah! Lala! Hold on. This is... Okay, this is the one that should be open. And this is the one that I should have closed. Grrr. You know what? It's okay. I am not giving up. No one can stop me. No giving up. Okay, so we're just gonna do this again on this side. Okay, I'll figure this out. You cannot stop me. All right, so we're gonna close that notch on this side. I did a mistake and going onto that side, and I did the same mistake. I go. You know, that expression is Korean. I have been watching a ton of Korean dramas, and I like that expression. You know, when they're kind of frustrated, they say, "Aigo." Okay, I actually don't know what that means, though. Okay, just, it's just an expression. It's like, oh my, aigo. Okay. All right. And then I'm just gonna open that one up. Oh, you know what? It makes sense because anyway, this one you don't need to put anything there. Oh no, but this is January. Okay, hold on. February. There's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, November, December. All right, so now I got it figured out. Okay, okay. Because before I couldn't see the holes in there. All right, so now I can just, cut this part off like so. Ha! Did you see that? Just one click, one punch. Okay, there you go. And I have it figured out. See? Woot woot! Who has done something similar like this? You try to fix it and then you realize you fix it again the wrong way. Right? So now it's perfect. Okay. Not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, great. See, just don't give up, right? It's just paper. All right, so this part, okay, I do have, while I was going through my library of stuff, I saw this beautiful Mary Engelbert Engelbright, okay, 2016 calendar. I love her. I love her characters. I love her drawing and stuff. And since this is since 2016 anyways, right? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting, right? So this part, okay, of her planner, okay, and I'm just going to be putting it on as the dashboard. I mean, part of the back cover. All right. So I will just want to, okay, check which one I can. All right, so we don't want it to be like like for December. It's something that can resonate, like find a reason to smile. I think I like that. All right, keep a smile on your face. All right, so that's this to November. Okay, so I will reuse, okay, my dashboards. Oh, but I will cut her hand. Okay, is there something that I can use? Okay, I don't want it to be like a theme so that it can be, this is fall. Okay, this is more for summer. Okay. Oh, everything is so beautiful. Okay, this is about smile again. That might be great so that I won't cut her hands, because this one she has open hands. So it will, if I put it there in the dashboard, it will be cut. So we'll use that for another one. But this would be great, right? So we will cut it somewhere in between, right? And then we will put it like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it, right? So I'm going to trace where I want it to be. I want her to be like center and all. So where's my pencil? You see how messy my table is, but this is what we call happy mess, right? Happy mess. All right. So, okay. And since I don't have my binder puncher here, okay, so I will just end over there and cut it from there to here. Okay, so that it will only end up to here. Okay, so that would be up to there. Okay. All right, and then we will just follow that. Okay, so let's just get our trimmer. Okay. So hopefully you have had your breakfast, your tea. Okay, let me see. Oh. Okay, Blossom, I just noticed I'm dressed exactly like my profile doll today. That's awesome. Your internet upload is horrible, so I'm hoping I can get this resolved today by plugging into my modem. Yes, I hope so too, Kendra. Okay, we can always test that out again. All right. So as long as I don't have a meeting in my morning time and you are awake, we can definitely test that out. And if we get stumped, we always have my dear friend Roy, Mr. Tech Troublemaker, okay, to ask. You know, we have a lot of eCam friends, okay, who can help us out, Kendra. If I cannot figure it out, okay, friends are on their way to help, right? That's why I love our awesome community. All right, so the front cover, where is that? Okay, so it's this one. Okay, and so I will put this one over there. How perfect is that? Right? How perfect is that? And I don't want to use liquid glue for here because I don't want to kind of like warp the paper. Okay, so let's remove our shimmer first. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Okay, and we're gonna bring in, okay, this one over here. So this is so perfect, right? So Blossom really made it this way so that we can have an opportunity to, you know, dress it up the way we want to. As I said, she already finished the hard part, which is preparing, you know, the planner itself. Now, to personalize it further, that's where, you know, our creativity and our preferred function for it comes in. Okay, I'm actually also binge watching my dear friend Vicky's channel, especially her content on junk journals, because I really want to create more of those this year. Okay, especially for, you know, it's like my travels. I want to turn them into like junk journals. Okay, instead of the usual scrapbook, right? So, and then we're gonna put a little bit of liquid glue, just a tad, just so if I make a mistake, I can kind of wiggle it a bit. But this is it, pansit. All right. Hopefully, if I make a mistake here, that's it. That is it. Hold on. Okay. Make sure that we know where we're supposed to put this. All right. So if this is the right way, is this the hole? Okay. Is this the hole? This is the hole. Okay, correct. All right. Okay. So therefore it is this way. So this is how it's supposed to. Okay, so this is the top. Okay, without further ado, this is it. There's no turning back. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's it. Ta-da! This is, of course, Mary Engelbreit. Yes, I love her so much. Her drawings, her colors with her drawings are super pretty. So I am repurposing her calendar. All right. Of course, from her 2016 calendar, right? Instead of just, you know, keeping in it not being used, might as well, you know, get it and put it in, okay, this planner. Okay, hold on. All right, so it's this way. Okay, so I'm gonna put, okay, another one over onto that side. I know I did choose already. Okay, I like this one. Find a reason to smile. And I like that there's a dog over there. Okay, perfect. Because I think this one, I can go over there. Okay, and okay, I don't know where that thing that holds the margin is. It's gone. I'm gonna cut his ears. I'm sorry, my friend. Ooh, I had to cut that part of your ear a bit. Okay, because I needed to go over here. Okay, there you go. All right, and then just cut had over here. Okay, and then okay. Wow, isn't that like perfect? All right. Okay, so we are going to add our double-sided. Ew! Sorry about that. Sorry. I hope your ears are still okay. My trimmer just fell off the table because I placed it on top of other books that were on the table. So it slid and fell off onto the floor with a great big bang. Sorry about that, friends. I hope your ears are still okay. It's a good thing I'm using an XLR mic, an SLR. No, is it SLR? That's a camera. That refers to camera. I think it is XLR. If it's audio, gosh, I forgot. Bye, Michelle. Okay. I never thought of that. Now I will. As much as I love to group into categories. I wonder if you heat up the tape a little with your... Oh, wow, Cordelia. You know what? I've never tried that. You know what? I will do that. Oh my gosh, I threw some of the washi tapes already. I should have done that before I threw them out. Oh my. But that makes sense, Cordelia. Thank you, thank you. I will test that out because I have several rolls, not really a lot, but I do have several rolls that somehow have stuck together like glue and I can no longer use them. So that would be a great way to check if I can salvage some of those washi tapes still. All right, so that will be the back of, my, there you go. All right, so now we will close it. Okay, just tapping it on all sides to make sure that everything is, okay. And I'm thinking if I want to do the sides as well. Okay, would I do that? But I don't want to cover up the nice. Okay, so no, it's okay. All right, so now we are just going to roll this one. Okay, so this is for the Zutter. And I checked that, the holes, the distance for this one is perfect for this. Okay, I found that the Sutter has a different like distance for the cinch, right? And since I started out with the Sutter earlier on when I was still into scrapbooking, so I do have a lot of those Sutter, and I'm so happy that this is how perfect it is, right? So this one, it doesn't do the cinch. Cinch has really a specific, like, I don't know what you call it. It's like the way they coil up. It's different. Okay, but this is just so perfect. So it's like, whoa, awesome. So thank you again, Blossom. So this is going to be super duper. And the next part of the decorating for this one, okay, yes, I will be inspired by Vicky, as I know Vicky also uses trims every now and then. Okay, so I will decorate the sides of this planner. Okay. And so now I'm going to be very excited to be very consistent in tracking my expenses, as I have this very cool planner to do it with, right? So I really intend it to be really chunky because as the months pass by, I know it's gonna go chunky and I need all that space to put in all the receipts and all the things, onto this planner. right? Sometimes it's like, oh, where is that receipt for that one? Did I actually, and sometimes if you have issues with something that you bought, and then like here you do need proof of purchase as well as the product itself, right? So there you go. And of course, for tax purpose, right, you need to include that. All right, there you go. Ta-da! It is done. Okay, so now we just need to get our tool. Okay, and okay, so now I need Blossom's help. How do I close this? I think I will twist this one, right? Let's see if I still know how to close this one. Okay, so first we will close this one. Okay, so we will twist it like going inside. All right, like so that it will not unravel, kinda, right? So that way. Okay, on to, I think that would do. Okay, and do like that, right? Okay, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, so probably I just don't know if I have the right cutter for this one. Maybe over here. All right, perfect. Okay, and then we will just again, okay, twist this way. Okay. That way. This way. Okay, let me see. Kind of this way, I think. Right, that way. I'm just trying to copy what this one looked like when I got it, right? So I saw that it kind of have to be twisted like that. This is temporary. I'll try to figure out how to actually do this locking thing with the wire. Probably message Blossom and ask how to do this one. Okay. Because normally I use this kind, but then I checked. This one is also perfect for this. They have the same size, but it's not too chunky. So I said, no. Okay, so I'll work with this one, right? So I just have to figure out how to kind of lock this one in. Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, but at any rate, okay, do I have a spiral notebook of some sort so I can try to check how to do it? Okay, maybe you guys have an idea. Okay, I wonder if you heat. Okay. I like that red tape. Which red tape, Kendra? Oh, the washi tape. Okay. All right. I need to run. Thank you, Vicky. I'm waiting on Amazon to bring it today. Oh yes, Amazon is so fast, right? I love it. I think the last time I was there, I needed something and I was on my way. I was leaving that day. We ordered it about 10 p.m. Lo and behold. And I was in Florida that time. By 5 a.m., it was there on the doorstep of my friend's house. I was like, whoa! I think if you are on Amazon Prime, right? So it's like already fast, but they even can have it to you faster. Okay, gosh, how do I do this? Blossom, how did you do this? I can't figure it out. Okay, maybe I need to twist like that. Okay, and then do like that. All right. I have an ugly end to my rings. I just have to figure that thing out. Okay, but what I'm going to do next now, okay, is I'm not going to belabor that anymore. Okay, and let's try to... Okay, it's almost what? Oh my goodness, it's almost lunchtime. Sorry, my friends. I'm looking for the ribbons. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then I'm just going to put ribbons on the sides. Thank you, Carol. Hi, hi, hi. Carol was also with us. Yes, last night. I used that same punch on mine. Which one? Which one? Which punch? I finally ordered those pear blossom pressed tea rulers. Oh, I would love to have them as well, but they're not yet available here in the Philippines. All right, so I'm going to try and, look for ribbons and different trims, okay, that I may use, okay, on the sides of, since they're chunky, right? So we can absolutely, definitely, try and decorate them. Okay, so we can even use, oh, this is actually Sam's headband before. All right, so we can probably have something like that. This one. Okay, but this is Christmas. All right, so I'm just using whatever I have here. All right, I think this was American Crafts. Is it? Oh no, it's KI Memories. Do you remember these brands, my friend? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's use those. Right, so I'm just getting stuff from my bucket of, from my bottle of ribbons. All right, so that's one of the ways that I use or store my ribbons, right? So I will just tie it, okay, onto the edge of my notebook, like so. Okay, and I will do the same, right? So I will try to put in, different ribbons onto, the sides of my notebook. Okay, and decorate it like so. Okay. This one is actually a ribbon that came with a package that I ordered from one of my favorite stores here in the Philippines, My Little Attic Studio. So I love ribbons, so I never throw them out. I can always, use them, reuse them. Okay, there you go. How cool is that one, right? So I just have to figure out where my other ribbons are. Okay, I do have a lot. Okay. We can even, so I like that they're, different colors, different texture. Right, so we have, I know I have pink as well. I just know where it is. Okay. But it is gonna look like that. Okay, and then we can just go back and start again with the purple. Okay, and if you have like those ribbons that are like crocheted ones or like tattered ones, that would be super nice as well. So look at how nice it is already, right? So you can even put it like so near the, oops, come on, don't get blurry, like that. And then as it becomes chunkier, it's just gonna move like so onto the side, right? So cool, right? Okay, again, okay, I'm so grateful, Blossom. Thank you so much, my friend. You would see really the tender love and care that went into the creation of this beautiful planner. And as you know, for us, handmade trumps everything. I was like, I'm gonna use this. This is the backing of the washi tape of the, what do you call that, double-sided adhesive. Crazy. Okay, hold on. All right, there you go. I'm just, Okay, double tying the adhesive. Where's the other blue? Okay, I ran out of blue. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Are you getting tired of my song in the background? Okay, I'm almost done. And then I would add more because I really want this to be really, really thick and stuff. Okay, but at the same time, I still want it to be able to, close. Can't do a lot of thick ribbons because eventually I need that space for my notebook or my planner to still be able to adjust and move. All right, so we're almost done. Okay, down to my last two notches. Okay, and then I'm done. All right, so now we're doing the green. And I think I'll end with that. All right, there you go. Ching, look at that, friends. It's so cute and pretty. I love it. All right, and okay, where is that, my friends? Okay, I do have this beautiful, right, acrylic with this was a gift by a friend. All right, and it so happened that it's also blue. I said, all right, so it was a card making event, and all our bags, okay, had a personal acrylic tag like this. All right, so you have your monogram and then your actual name on it. So I'm gonna do it like this one, and it's gonna hang over there onto the side, right? So how cool is that? I'd probably put in a lobster clasp later on, but for now, this has to do. This will do. So I will just open this up, okay, and attach it. Hopefully I can, okay, bring it in, okay, and then just rotate. Ta-da! All right, so now it's personalized, right? So it was super awesome already as it is when I received it. Yes, because of the tender love and care that came with it. I would never have thought of even doing this, okay, without this one being part of it. And of course, I want to put this in, okay, as well into my notebook. So this is how it is going to look like. So you have wait, I think one. I forgot to put this one in. Hold on. Hold on. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. All right. You know those we are memory keepers. What do you call that? Where, you know what, we're gonna do it this way. I'm not gonna give up. All right, where we can like attach this. How are we gonna attach that? So when we attach that, you know, the mushroom. Okay, if this doesn't work, oh my goodness, we'll see. We will see if I do it like that. Okay, there you go. See, nothing is impossible. All right, so we will cut that. Okay, because I forgot. It's like, why is it starting in January? This is very important, right? So, since I put in all those ribbons, I don't want to remove all those ribbons and then just, you know, uncoil them and coil them back again. No, 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 no. Not gonna happen, my friends. So I feel that this is the best way and hack I know. Okay. Oh my goodness, Lala. All right. So now that you have those, right? So like the happy planners, right? Now all we need to do is just stuck it in like so. Ha! That is so much fun. Right. So there you go. That okay. And I will put my expense tracker there. All right. And there you go. So that's the first page. Okay. And then you have this is a blank. I'd probably, put something like a in honor of Blossom over there. I have to think. And then, right. So then you put your receipts. Okay. For the month of January. Okay. February, March and April, and so on and so forth. All right. So far, this is what it looks like on the other end. Right. So this one, okay, is still blank. Do I want it blank? Of course not. All right. So that is the last one, the last page, but I do want to keep it also kind of the same theme as what Blossom started it with. Okay, let's see if I can find something that we can use for the back. Okay. You know what? I want this one. Okay, because I like yellow. Right? And it's fun. So nothing beats a great smile. All right, so let's have that. Okay, for the back cover, and we'll call it done. Oh, it fell. I remember now. My trimmer fell on the floor. All right, so there you go. Let me see. Okay, where do I want this to be? Okay, so it has to be on the 5 1/4. Okay, yes, 5 1/4. Okay. Okay. All right, and then where will it end? Okay, it's gonna end. Okay, after the author, Carl Urban. Okay, and so it's going to look like that. It might fall again. Okay. So that's how it is going to be. Okay, what do you think, guys? Hold on. Do I put it there or just put it to blank? Okay, let me see. I will check your answers before I actually place that in. All right, so. Oh, you stagger your notches. Stagger the notches. I have to figure that out. Do I need to send you funds for a new punch? No, it's okay. Lala, cut some in tinfoil with your punches. Oh, yeah, right. These are kind of old, right? So, but I do have a lot of them. All right. So that's a great one. Yes. Okay, I need to send you some planner stickers. Oh, Carol, thank you so much. But promise, just like my washies, I have a ton of planner stickers. But as you know, we can't have enough, right? So again, thank you so much, my friends. You're all very generous. It's all about personalization. Just say that you meant to do it that way. There you go. Hi, Yvette. I miss you, my friend. How are you? Yes, this is Yvette Olea Creates, another awesome crafter friend of ours in the community. And Cordelia said she received the package. Thank you so much. Yes, I know that Yvette, during her Advent Calendar series last December, that she did giveaway or had raffles, right? Good morning, Yvette from Kendra. I'm so glad it made it to you. Thank you for your support. I'm working on KCC 21 right now. Woot woot! All right. I always love your takes on the sketches. Exactly, right? And I love how she prepares her sketches. She has those mini prints of the actual sketches, and she places that on top of her envelopes, and then that's where she puts all the things she will use for making her Kendra's Card Challenge cards. Okay, if you want to check that out and see what I mean, head on to Yvette's channel. She does have a lot of videos as well for for Kendra's Card Challenge. My mother, sister, and I used to be cards designed to be cards designed by her from Current Ink. This was back in the Cordelia. I love Mary Engelbert. I actually collect some of. I have cards of hers as well. Right. So, it could have been early 80s. That was a long time ago. Yes, I love her. So, every time I see a Mary Engelbert in the bookstore or cards, I really have to got it. I get it. I fold in and down just like you did. All right. Bend it into an L and tuck it in. That's the thing, Blossom. I don't know how to tuck it in. Right. So, I think this one still needs to this one is a kind of big one. So, maybe I should cut. Maybe or I need to cut it more. Hi, Melissa. Yes, Melissa is still on vacation. And she is actually enjoying the great weather in Mexico, right? Right. Long time no see. Yes, because Melissa during this time of the year is on vacation. Yes. Sure, rub it in. Thank you, Carol. Oh, no, you're not. Sorry, friends. It's just your margaritas on the beach. Oh my gosh, Cordelia, you're killing us. Oh my gosh, we are getting ready to go on the overnight razor ride side by side. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, Melissa. Can you teleport us all over there, even for a day? Right? Thank you, thank you. Oh, fun, Melissa. Snip the edges and make it like disc. Oh, yes, that's what I did, right? Yes. This is great. I love the way you are decorating it and personalizing it. I'll record the making of the movable dividers I made for mine. Yes, please, Blossom. Gotta run. Have a great day. Bye, Kendra. And I'll wait for your message, my friend. I'm sure you're gonna get it working. Right? Bye, Kendra. I can do video chat with you and show you. All right. Thank you, Blossom, because I really don't know how to close this one. So the edges are kind of ugly, right? So, but everything else, I think we are good, right? So I think I won't put this at the back anymore because maybe it's nice as it is. So I know that is the back, and this one will just have like my like expense tracker or something like that. All right, on the top. All right, so that is it for tonight. I am so grateful, my dear friends, that you are all here. And yes, just as a last reminder, yes, we would love for you to join us on March 2nd from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific as we try to help out in the goal of the Cards for Cubs this year to get 100,000 cards to be given out to different, foster homes in the US, right? So if you want to join us, please check out the post on my YouTube, where all the description in the description you'll find all the things you need for if you also want to join us, okay, at home. So every hour on the hour for 12 hours, you see the people in the screen, okay, are the different hosts for that 12-hour marathon, right? So there's this only 9 of us, but it's a 12-hour because some of us are doing like 2 hours, right? So for a total of 12 hours, and we'll be hopping onto each other's channel. So you see Mary over there in the chat is part of that, and of course Yvette and Kenja, and then there's Andrea. All right, so I think that's Walter, Sean, all right, and T, not afraid of color, and of course Lynn, who actually set all of this up so that we can, be able to help as a community. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to yours truly or anybody in the people in the chat, I hope that you consider checking them out. And yes, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing or following them on whatever platform they are in. All right, so with that, I'll see you. My next live stream is going to be for sure on Saturday, but I might go live again tomorrow or Friday to just finish off my next set. I don't know how many sets I've done for Kendra's Card Challenge 21. I think this is my fourth set, right? But just an FYI, you can only join, 3 sets, one in each month for the quarter, right? And then the rest, you may not put it to join, but you can always still share your awesome works. And of course, use that to send some cards to loved ones and friends as well. I'm glad I had time to be here. I'm so glad, Cordelia, that you are here again. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Of course, this is the other awesome thing that I received. It's supposed to be a Christmas card. Okay, come on, blurry, go away, right? But it just arrived. Okay, they arrived exactly the same time. Why? What's wrong? Okay, come on, don't go blurry on me. All right, so this is from Cordelia. Yes, Cordelia, I think in a year, I receive between 4 to 5 cards from her. She truly is, we know we create a ton of cards, but somehow we never get to mail it. But Cordelia really mails everything. So I'm so grateful, Cordelia and Blossom. Thank you so much for your generosity. And I truly, truly appreciate everything. And again, my friends, I hope this inspires you, right, to actually work on your planners and your cards as well. Bye, everybody. I hope you have a great day. All right. So with that, see you again next time for another crafty night here at Mommy Guide In. Bye. Yes, please don't forget to do all the things. Where is it? All right. Bye.